definition of integral. If f of x and g of x are two functions such that derivative of g of x is equal to f of x, then g of x is called as the integral of f of x with respect to x, and it is denoted by integration f of x dx equal to g of x plus c. Integration is called as antiderivative. This symbol is called as the integral sign, and dx indicates the variable with which the integration is said to be carried out. So if you write integration and dx, that means you are integrating with respect to x. If you write integration and dt, that means you are integrating with respect to t. So dx indicates the variable with respect to which integration is said to be carried out. And this c, what we write, is supposed to be classified as a arbitrary constant. Arbitrary constant means a constant the value of which has not been defined. Integration of some standard function. Integration of 1 dx equal to x plus c. Integration of x raised to n, which is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Integration of e raised to x is e raised to x plus c. Integration of a raised to x is a raised to x upon log a plus c. And integration of 1 upon x is log modulus of x plus c. These are some standard formulas for solving simple sums on integration. You have to memorize these formulas, and this will help you to solve basic sums at least. First example, integration of x raised to 4 dx. This is in the form of integration of x raised to n dx. The formula is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So the answer for this will be x raised to 4. It is in the form of x raised to n. Therefore the answer will be x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. Therefore the answer will be x raised to 5 upon 5 plus c. Let's go for the second example. This is in the form of x raised to n, because in the index you have got a number. That means it is basically called as a power function. Integration of a power function is in the form of x raised to n. The answer is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So this will be x raised to 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 plus c. That means this will be x raised to 4 upon 4 plus c. C is supposed to be added to all sums on indefinite integrals, because c is defined as an arbitrary constant. And this is x raised to 13. This is a power function. This will be x to the power 13 plus 1 upon 13 plus 1 plus c. That means this is x raised to 14 upon 14 plus c. Copy. X raised to minus 3. It's a power function. The integration is x raised to minus 3 plus 1 upon minus 3 plus 1 plus c. So this is x raised to minus 2 upon minus 2 plus c. Now here we don't have a formula with regard to integration of 1 upon x raised to n. ऐसा कोई formula नहीं है. So what we can do is we can use the rule of indices. Rule of indices says that 1 upon a raised to m is nothing but a raised to minus m. So this we can write it as x raised to minus 4 and dx. Now this is a power function. The integration of this will be x raised to minus 4 plus 1 upon minus 4 plus 1 plus c. This will be x raised to minus 3 upon minus 3 plus c. Integration of 7 raised to x. This is in the form of integration of a raised to x dx. The formula is a raised to x upon log of a plus c. So this will be 7 raised to x, the whole upon log of 7 plus c. This is in the form of a raised to x. This is basically an exponential function. Exponential function is basically whenever you have x in the index, those functions are supposed to be classified as exponential function. So the answer for this will be 8 raised to x upon log of 8 plus c, and this will be 3 raised to x upon log of 3 plus c. Now integration 4x cube dx. See, x raised to 3, it is basically in the form of x raised to n. So what you do is you shift this constant before the integration sign. So this will become 4 integration x raised to 3 dx. So this x raised to 3, it is in the form of x raised to n. And I hope you know the formula for x raised to n, which is x raised to n plus 1, the whole upon n plus 1 plus c. So 4 is a constant, push it before the integration sign. You get x raised to 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 plus c. This is 4 x to the power 4 upon 4 plus c. Cancel 4 and 4 I hope the answer for this will be x raised to 4 plus c. Basically what you can do is, you try to find the derivative of x raised to 4. What is the derivative of x raised to 4? Derivative of x raised to 4 is 4x cube. And what is the derivative of c? 0. So the derivative of 4x raised to 4 is 4x cube. I think that is the question. So that is why integration is called as antiderivative. Next is 3 outside. You can have this as x raised to 5 dx. So if you go for x raised to 5, I think it is in the form of x raised to n because it is a power function. So basically you get this as x raised to 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 plus c. So you get this as 3 x raised to 6 upon 6 plus c. Cancel it. I think you get x raised to 6 upon 2 plus c. If you take the derivative of this, I hope you should get back the question. What is the derivative of x raised to 6? The derivative of x raised to 6 is nothing but 6x raised to 5, and in the denominator you have a 2, and derivative of c, which is a constant, is 0. You can cut this. I think the answer will be 3 times of x raised to 5. That is nothing but your question. That is why integration is called as antiderivative. In this case, 5 is a constant. Push it out. You have integration 1 upon x dx. Integration of 1 upon x is supposed to be log modulus of x plus c. Sum number 12, integration of 4 upon root x. 4 outside, you get this as 1 upon root of x dx. See, there is no integration for 1 upon root x. So what we can do is, root x means the power of x is half. So you can write this as 4 integration x raised to minus half dx. Now this turns out to be a power function. 4, this is in the form of x raised to n. That is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. That means we get this as 4 x raised to half upon half plus c. This will become 4, 1 upon 2 will become 2 by 1, x raised to half plus c. The answer for this is 8 times of x raised to half plus c. Now same way, this is 2 outside. See, cube root of x, there is no integration, but cube root of x is x raised to 1 by 3. So this becomes 2 integration, take it up, x raised to minus 1 by 3. Indices make rule hai, 1 upon a raised to m is a to the power minus n. So this is 2. This is in the form of x raised to n, it's a power function. Minus 1 upon 3 plus 1, minus 1 upon 3 plus 1 plus c. So this becomes 2. I think this is 2 by 3 upon 2 by 3 plus c. So this is 2. This 2 by 3 probably will become 3 by 2. X raised to 2 by 3 plus c. Cut it. You get 3 times of x raised to 2 by 3 plus c. Then this sum, we have to write it as, there is no integration for cube root and all. There is no integration for cube root, there is no integration of square root. So what you have to do is, you have to make it in the form of x raised to n. So this is in the form of x raised to n. Please complete it as homework. Next is integration of composite functions. That means ax plus b raised to n. The formula is ax plus b raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon a. 1 upon a is nothing but 1 upon coefficient of x. So 1 upon a is equal to 1 upon coefficient of x. Okay? You have to remember this. 1 upon a is nothing but 1 upon coefficient of x. E raised to ax plus b, that is e raised to ax plus b multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, that is 1 upon a. Coefficient of x is x के साथ जो number attached रहेगा, that is supposed to be called as coefficient of x plus c. A raised to mx plus b, the answer is a raised to mx plus b upon log a into 1 upon m. 1 upon m is nothing but 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. 1 upon ax plus b, the integration is log modulus of ax plus b into 1 upon a means 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. See, all these formulas can be used only if the power of x is 1. If the power of x is not 1, you cannot use these formulas. Meaning, it should be a linear equation wherein the power of x is taken as 1. X ka power 1 रहेगा, then only you can use the concept of integration of composite functions. Otherwise, these formulas are not applicable for power of x being more than 1. Let's take the examples of standard integrals of composite function. We'll go formula wise. I think the first formula was ax plus b raised to n. First you check whether the power of x is 1. If the power of x is 1, then you can proceed with the formula. This is a power function but related to composite. This is ax plus b raised to n. The integration will be ax plus b to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 into 1 upon a. 1 upon a is 1 upon coefficient of x. This is called as the coefficient of x. So probably you get this as 2x plus 3 raised to 5, and this is 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 into 2 will give you 10 plus c. Let's go for this. This is ax plus b raised to n. Power of x is 1. So you will have 3x minus 1 raised to 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, that is 1 upon 3 plus c. This is 3x minus 1 to the power 6 upon 18 plus c. Now you must be wondering 3x minus 1x. So it is immaterial whether it is ax plus b or whether it is ax minus b. Otherwise I'll have to give you multiple 4 different type of formulas for ax plus b. You just ensure that it is a linear function and having a power in the index, a number in the index, and whenever you have a number in the index, that function is supposed to be classified as a power function. So automatically the formula will become n plus 1 upon n plus 1, and if it is a linear equation, take it as 1 upon coefficient of x. That is, coefficient of x is 2, so this is 1 upon 2. Here the coefficient of x is 3, so you write 1 upon 3, and 6 and 3 product will give you 18 as the answer. So power of x is 1. Always ensure that the power of x is 1 if you have to use the composite function formula. This is 8x plus 11 to the power minus 4 plus 1 upon minus 4 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, that is 1 upon 8 plus c. So this becomes 8x plus 11 raised to minus 3. I think this is minus 3 into 8. The answer will be minus 24 plus c. Next sum. This is linear function because I think the power of x is 1. So this will be 2 minus 3x to the power 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is minus 3. Be very careful about it. This is 2 minus 3x raised to 4, and this is 4 and this is minus 3. So you get minus 12 plus c. This will be 4 minus 11x. The power of x is 1. This will be 8 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, that is 1 upon minus 11 plus c. 4 minus 11x raised to 9, and I hope this will be minus 99 and plus c, because this is 9 and this is minus 11. Minus 11 into 9 will give you minus 99 and plus c. Let's start sum number 6. I think the power of x is 1 and it is whole raised to 3. This is a power function, so this will be 1 minus x to the power 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, that is 1 upon minus 1 plus c. This is 1 minus x raised to 4. I think this is 3 plus 1 will give you 4. 4 into minus 1 will give you minus 4 plus c. Going for sum number 7, the power of x is 1, so it's a linear equation. So this will be 11 plus 8x to the power 5 plus 1, the whole upon 5 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x, which is 8. So you get 11 plus 8x raised to 6, and I hope this is 48 plus c. Next sum, this will be 2x minus 11 to the power 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon 2 plus c. This will be 2x minus 11, the whole cube upon 3 into 2. I think we can write it as plus 6. 3 into 2 will give you positive 6 plus c. Exercise 5.1, question number 1, minus 2 upon root of 5x minus 4 minus root of 5x minus 2. So having root in the denominator, what you do is multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Conjugate of the denominator means, what is the denominator? 5x minus 4 conjugate means बीच का sign change करने का, you got to change the middle sign. So you have I equal to integration minus 2 upon square root of 5x minus 4 minus root of 5x minus 2 multiplied by root of 5x minus 4 plus root of 5x minus 2 upon square root of 5x minus 4 plus root of 5x minus 2. So I equal to integration minus 2 upon, I think this is a minus b, this is a plus b. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So this will be root of 5x minus 4, this is root of 5x minus 2, and let this numerator which is having root of 5x minus 4 plus root of 5x minus 2 remain as it is, and all this is to be followed by dx. So you have I equal to integration minus 2 inside the bracket root of 5x minus 4 plus root of 5x minus 2, and I think square रहेगा or root रहेगा, the squares will get eliminated. You get 5x minus 4 minus 5x minus 2 and dx. So I equal to integration minus 2. You cannot do anything with the root, so just copy it as it is for the time being. 5x minus 2, and if you open this bracket, you get 5x minus 4 minus 5x and plus 2 dx. So 5x गया. I hope you should have I equal to integration minus 2 inside the bracket root of 5x minus 4 plus root of 5x minus 2, and this is minus 4 plus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 cut. So बचेगा क्या? Integration root of 5x minus 4 dx. Give integration for both the terms. Integration root of 5x minus 4 dx plus integration root of 5x minus 2 dx. See, there is no integration for square root in integration. So what we can do is we can write this as 5x minus 4 raised to half dx plus integration 5x minus 2 raised to half dx. There is no integration, root का कोई integration नहीं होता है. So what you can do is give it as raised to half. Now this will become a power function. So integration of 5x minus 4 raised to half will be 5x minus 4 raised to half plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x plus 5x minus 2 half plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. So formula कौन सा use किया है? I've used the formula ax plus b raised to n dx, that is equal to ax plus b to the power n plus 1 the whole upon n plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. Okay, so this is the formula I have used for this. So I equal to, I get this as 5x minus 4 half plus 1 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 5 plus 5x minus 2 raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 into 1 upon 5 plus c. So I will be equal to 3 by 2 will become 2 by 3, 5x minus 4 raised to 3 by 2 into 1 by 5 plus this will become 2 by 3, 5x minus 2 raised to 3 by 2 into 1 upon 5 plus c. Now what you can do is you can take 2 by 15 out, means ये 2 by 3 into 5 करेगा तो 2 by 15 आएगा, बाहर निकाल दो inside the bracket. You get this as 5x minus 4 raised to 3 by 2 plus 5x minus 2 raised to 3 by 2 plus c. The second question is I equal to 1 plus x square upon 2 factorial. So I equal to, break the integration individually, integration of 1 dx, integration of x dx, integration x square upon 2 factorial dx. I equal to, this is integration of 1 dx, this is integration of x means x raised to 1, and this is integration x square upon 2 factorial is 2 into 1 dx. So I equal to integration 1 dx plus integration x raised to 1 dx. I think 2 into 1 is 2, so you can take out half outside, half bahar nikal dena, x square dx. Integration of 1 is x. This is a power function. Power function means 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 half. X square means power function 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus c. So we get this as x plus x square upon 2 plus half x cube upon 3 plus c. I think we can write this as x plus x square upon 2 plus x cube upon 6 plus c. This could also be written as x plus x square. 2 you write it as 2 into 1. 6 you write it as 3 into 2 into 1 plus c. X plus x square upon 2 factorial plus x cube upon 3 factorial plus c. Question number 3, I equal to 3x cube minus 2 root x upon x. So I equal to integration. We can write this as 3x cube upon x minus 2 root x upon x, the whole upon dx. The reason for you to split this x for the two terms of the numerator is because in integration we don't have division rule. So our objective is to convert all divisions in terms of either an addition or a subtraction. So abhi alag alag kiya, so I think you're having the sum translated in terms of subtraction. So we get I equal to integration 3, this gets cancelled, minus 2, root x upon x cut to nahi kar sakte. So what I will do is I'll write this as x raised to half and I'll write this as x raised to 1. Okay, root x means the power of x is half, x means the power of x is 1. So I get this as I equal to integration 3x square minus 2, this is x raised to half minus 1 dx. Why this? See, there is a rule which says that a raised to m upon a raised to n is basically nothing but a to the power m minus n. So this is a raised to m upon a raised to n. I am writing it as a raised to m minus n. That's why I get this as half minus 1. Okay, put a bracket here. So I equal to integration 3x square minus 2, 1 minus half is minus half and dx. This will become 3x square dx minus 2x raised to minus half dx. Now I think this is a power function, this is also a power function. I will say 3 is out, I get x square dx, minus 2 is out, x raised to minus half dx. So I get I equal to 3. I think this is a power function, x raised to 2, that means 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 minus 2 x raised to minus half plus 1 minus half plus 1. I think we can write plus c. We get I equal to 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Again 2 plus 1 is 3. Minus 2. Minus half plus 1 is half upon half plus c. I hope we can cut this. We get x cube minus 2. So this half will rotate. It will become 2 by 1 x raised to half plus c. So I get this as I equal to x cube. 2 into 2 is 4 and x raised to half. I can once again change it to root x. जैसे कि इधर root x था तो हमने उसको x raised to half लिखा. Similarly, x raised to half, I think I can write it as square root of x. Let's understand how to solve this sum. See, if you have an integration which is in the form of ax plus b raised to n, the formula which we have discussed previously is it will be ax plus b raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. I think you must be knowing this formula. But when I was explaining you, I said that these formulas can be used provided the power of x is 1. If the power of x is not 1, you cannot use this formula. And इसमें अगर देखेगा ना, the power of x is 2. So automatically this translates to be a quadratic equation sort of, and this is applicable, that is this formula is applicable only for linear equation. So that means this formula cannot be used. So एक काम करो, I think we can open it as a minus b the whole square. At least I hope you can solve that. So this is a square minus 2 ab plus b square followed by dx. So I will be equal to integration. This is 9x raised to 4. 2, 3, 6. 6 into 5 is 30 x square plus 25 and dx. See, this sum has got translated in terms of addition and subtraction, and you can use the rule of addition and subtraction here. I equal to integration. This is 9x raised to 4 dx minus integration 30x square dx plus integration 25 dx. So I equal to 9 integration x raised to 4 dx minus 30 integration x square dx plus 25 integration 1 dx. So this is I 9. This is a power function. Power function means this could be 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 minus 30, 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1, 25 integration of 1 is x and plus c. So we get I equal to 9 times x raised to 5 upon 5 minus 30 x raised to 3 upon 3 plus 25 times of x plus c. Cut this becomes 10. So ultimately the answer will be 9 times x raised to 5 upon 5 minus 10 times of x cube plus 25x plus c. This is quite a good sum. See, the basic problem in integration is there is no division rule. So you should try to convert that division in terms of an addition or a subtraction. So you have to remember or analyze the technique properly. What I will do is, can I write this as x minus 1 upon x into x minus 1 dx. Now, see, this is a bit difficult to understand. You have to memorize the technique basically. Try to open the numerator. अगर तुम numerator खोलेगा ना, ये x आएगा, ये minus x आएगा और ये plus 1 आएगा. वही question है, numerator में कौन सा number है? Which number do you have in the numerator? 1. So if you open this, that is if you open x minus 1, this becomes x minus x plus 1. Minus x plus 1 is cut. I think you get 1. This is nothing but your numerator. So you have to remember that this sum has to be allocated in the numerator as x minus 1. So you will have I equal to integration. Write this as x upon x into x minus 1 minus x minus 1 upon x into x minus 1 dx. I'll teach you how to remember. See, suppose you have got a minus b upon xy. I think I can write it as a upon xy minus b upon xy. That's what I have done. A minus b upon xy, that is numerator upon xy, this numerator upon xy. I think we can cancel this x and x, we can cancel x minus 1 and x minus 1. You will have I equal to integration 1 upon x minus 1 minus 1 upon x and dx. So you can split the integration as 1 upon x minus 1 dx minus 1 upon x dx. Integration of 1 upon x minus 1 is log modulus of x minus 1 into 1 upon 1. Integration of 1 upon x is log modulus of x plus c. See, what is the integration of 1 upon ax plus b dx? I think the answer is log modulus of ax plus b multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x plus c. This formula is applicable if it is a linear equation, meaning the power of x is 1. देखो ना x का power 1 है, तो linear है. So this is in the form of 1 upon ax plus b, plus की जगह में minus है. You cannot have very precise formulas. Otherwise this will have 4 more variations. So log modulus of x minus 1 multiplied by 1 upon coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? 1. 1 upon 1. And 1 upon x is a standard formula. This is composite and this is standard. So I think we get this as log modulus x minus 1. 1 upon 1 is 1 minus log modulus of x plus c. I think this is obviously log a minus log b. There is a formula which in logarithm you have to remember, log a minus log b is supposed to be equal to log of a by b. So this is log a and this is log b. So log a minus log b, I think the answer has to be log of a by b. So this is the final answer. The question is f dash of x equal to x square plus 5 and they have given f of 0 equal to minus 1. You have to find the value of f of x. Means you have to find f of x. So basically the definition of integration is something like this. If I find the derivative of f of x, I get f dash of x. Meaning derivative of f of x will give me f dash of x. So integration of f dash of x will give me f of x. So f of x का derivative is f dash of x. Integration of f dash of x will give me f of x. I'll try to explain how it is. D by dx of log x, I hope you know it is equal to 1 upon x. Similarly, integration of 1 upon x, I think that is equal to log x. I'm not writing that c and all that for the time being because you have to understand the concept. Like derivative of log x is 1 upon x, meaning derivative of f of x is f dash of x. Integration of f dash of x will give you f of x. Clear? Derivative of f of x is f dash of x. Integration of f dash of x is f of x. So using this rule, I want to find f of x. So f of x will be nothing but integration of f dash of x. See, f of x का derivative मारेगा तो f dash of x मिलेगा. f dash of x का integration मारेगा तो f of x मिलेगा. वही लिखा मैंने. Derivative of f of x is f dash of x. Integration of f dash of x, I think it is equal to f of x. So f of x will be equal to integration. F dash of x is x square plus 5 dx. So I will say that my f of x equal to integration of x square dx plus integration of 5 dx. So we have f of x equal to integration of x square dx plus 5 integration 1 dx. F of x equal to, this is x cube upon 3, 1 ka integration will be x plus c. So this is the integration which you have found. But basically what they say is, what is the meaning of c? C is an arbitrary constant. So f of x should not have anything which is having an arbitrary constant. To tackle it, what they have given is, they have given f of 0 equal to 1. So given f of 0 equal to, minus 1. See now what is the meaning of f of 0? F of 0 का मतलब है, in the function f of x, replace x with 0. So f of 0 meaning in the function f of x, wherever I will see x, I will replace all x with 0, means I get 0 cube upon 3 plus 5 into 0 plus c. So I get f of 0 equal to 0 upon anything will give you 0, 5 into 0 is 0 plus c. So I get this as f of 0 equal to c. But they say that f of 0 is minus 1. So can I say that minus 1 equal to c? Therefore can I say that c equal to minus 1? Now question क्या पूछा है? The question is to find the value for f of x. I have found f of x with lot of efforts by taking integration. I have got the answer as x cube upon 3 plus 5x plus c. Why did I do all this? Because I wanted to find the value for c. Now having found the value of c, what I will do is I will substitute c equal to minus 1. I get this as x cube upon 3 plus 5x plus c. Plus c means plus into minus 1. I think the answer will be minus 1. Please copy. F dash of x equal to 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus k. They have given f of 0 equal to 1 and f of 1 equal to 4. You have to find the value of f of x. So can I say that f of x is nothing but integration of f dash of x. I think we discussed this in the previous question. So my f of x will be integration of 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x plus k multiplied by dx. So I get f of x equal to integration 4x cube dx minus integration 3x square dx integration 2x is x raised to 1 dx plus integration of k dx. So my f of x will be 4 integration x raised to 3 dx minus 3 integration x square dx 2 integration x raised to 1 dx k integration 1 dx. So my f of x will be 4. I think this is a power function. Power function integration will be x raised to n plus 1, 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 minus 3. This is a power function. You get x raised to 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus 2 x raised to 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 k. Integration of 1 will give you x and plus c. So I think I get f of x equal to, ये cut हो जाएगा, 3 plus 1 4. I think this will also get cancelled. 1 plus 1 2 will also go. So I get this as x raised to 4 minus x cube plus x square plus kx plus c. Now this is the answer for f of x. But the basic problem is you are not supposed to have any undefined constants in the question. So your prime target will be to find the value of k and to find the value of c. Okay. So I'll put it in a box. Now I think they have given that f of 0 is 1. What is the meaning of f of 0? F of 0 का मतलब है in the function f of x, wherever I will see x in the function f of x, wherever I will see x, I will replace all x with 0. So f of 0 means I will replace all the values of x in f of x by 0. So I get this as 0 raised to 4, 0 cube, 0 square, k into 0 plus c. So ultimately can I say that my f of 0 will be 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus c. But f of 0, I think the answer is 1. So what I will do is I will replace f of 0 with 1, therefore I'll get 1 equal to c. So indirectly I get this as c equal to 1. Then again they have given that f of 1 equal to 4. What is the meaning of f of 1? F of 1 means in the function f of x, wherever I will see x, I will replace all the values of x with 1. F of 0 means in the function f of x, wherever I will see x, I will replace all the values of x with 0. So I will say that my f of 1 will be 1 raised to 4, 1 cube, 1 square, k into 1 plus c. So I get f of 1 equal to 1 minus 1 plus k plus c. I think this gets cancelled. I know the value for f of 1. Can I say f of 1 is 4? That is equal to 1 plus k. And can I put the value as c as 1? So I will get here again 1. So I think the value of k will be equal to 2. Now the question is, you have to find the value for f of x. F of x will be x raised to 4 minus x cube plus x square kx. I think k ka value is here. So kx means I think it will become 2x plus c. Plus means replace the value of c. What is the value of c that you have? 1. So replace the value of c with 1. ये तुम्हारा आंसर है.